Honestly, man, I think this game is getting a bit too much shit, in all honesty, because if you look, from my understanding, there's no Kickstarter. Other than the price of the game, there's no like community backing or funding. They've not taken money from any players other than for, hey, here's the early access game. If you look at Dead Matter, bro, they had a Kickstarter they sold copies of the game to. When they released it on Steam, motherfuckers who kickstarted the shit forever ago had to re-buy the game on Steam because they couldn't get their fucking Kickstarter codes. That's a scam. You know what I mean? Like, and then you go look at Dead Matter and what they actually fucking released. That is a scam. That's undeniably a scam. This, especially comparative to Dead Matter, for me personally, is they delivered. Is it what they promised? A massive open world MMO? MMO, definitely not yet. Open world, there is an open large map. You can run around with, you know, players on it and shit. But another thing I'm kind of giving them some slack with is that might not be the whole map. Like, that might not be the full size of the servers. It's literally like, what, day 3, day 4 after early access release? Yeah, they've had 5 years, but look at any and every game that's released, man. Every game that comes out now, it's 8, 10, 12, 20, 15 fucking years, and they still have issues when they launch. So I'm not going to give them that much of a hard time. And it looks good. It's on UE5. Everybody I've seen or heard play it says it feels good, like your character movement and shit. Like, so I mean, I guess people just, now don't get me wrong, I would love for this to have been just like some crazy fucking like open New York City, fucking 2,000 dudes running around all at the same time. That would be great day one. Maybe in a year that might be what it is, but right now, they actually, for me, released much more of a game than I ever fucking expected it to be, especially after what I saw Dead Matter do. After I saw how Dead Matter played out, I was thinking the day before, I was like, okay. So to see them even have like a working game with some actual depth and complexity to it, you know, kind of surprised me, especially one that, yeah, there were some netcode issues when it comes to like, you know, PvP between players, but the actual game, I don't know of anybody getting crazy crashes. I don't know if anybody well, I think there's an issue with UE5 and certain like CPUs or some shit that causes a problem, but that's UE5. So from my understanding, everybody said the client has worked fine and runs smoothly. I don't know anybody like saying they're getting dog shit frames or anything, which that might be why they don't have a lot of zombies. The price, the overselling, the under delivery, and the price. If they'd have released this at $14.99, if they'd have released it at $19.99, this shit would be blowing the fuck up right now. Like fucking. See, you need to be able to click there and just 6-0 enter, you know? It's like super simple quality of life shit. Like, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to just, using the number pad, type in fucking whether you want 10 rounds or 1,000. Believe it or not, I have actually never used a dupe or like any like the only dupe or exploit I can say I ever used was the, if you guys know what I'm talking about when I say the loot cave in Destiny.
Take care of yourself.
That's the only. Was it me or was she just naked? See, like 80s, man, that's not bad. That's not horrible. I've seen worse. Like I can shoot through those sights. You know what I mean? All I gotta say is half the motherfucker who's duping did it so they could drive a Lambo, and they're too goddamn dumb to even realize that ain't even a fucking Lambo they're buying and driving. It's a Bugatti Veyron. Bunch of silly asses. I mean, that looks like that. Okay, that looks bad. Like if the zombies look like that, then yeah, you could say scam, unless we'll say that like his finger got bit off or something. Like that looks bad. Kind of was in the same boat as Dead Matter, and with what happened with Dead Matter, seeing that was like fucking staggering to me. which I wasn't like a backer or anything of it, but to see that happen like just so blatantly and shittily, and then to see like these guys actually at least put something like this is so much like, if you've not seen what dead matter was or is, I don't even know if they bothered trying to update that shit, but this is, and I'm not exaggerating, if you compare this to dead matter when both were released on, you know, day one early access, this is fucking game of the year for the next decade quality comparatively. So that's one reason why I'm not screaming scam. Is it overpriced? Yeah, but like, what fucking game isn't these days? And you might say, oh, well, this one's good or that one's good. Well, yeah, if it's so good, then why are they selling the motherfucker for 33% off 2 weeks after it's released on Steam? You know what I'm saying? So that should tell you the value of it. See, like, I waited for them to do an update. I don't think that feels that bad, like the hit registration and stuff, so it's still a bit much, especially with the rifle this large. Like, this is like 7.62 ammo, I believe. I do like how their fucking head just kind of, without more zombies and with seemingly only cars to loot, it is a bit like empty, kind of lonely feeling, you know, which I guess in a weird way, like, I don't want to say is intentional, but like it would make sense, like in an apocalypse where like so many fucking people are dead, like I guess technically you would feel lonely. But yeah, like this shit right here, this has got to get improved. This makes the game look bad. Like you can't take up for this shit. I mean, look at that. Like that's just bad. Like that's just bad. That's a joke. Like, you know what I mean? Like I can't even try to sugarcoat that. Like I'd have to poke your all's fucking eyes out for that to look good. Is this a mini Stonehenge? What the fuck? Ooh, fucking caught me off guard, bud. Okay, where are those bullets landing? Uh-oh. Okay, alrighty. We may have froze, or my PC. Nope, that's the game. That's the game. Game froze? Oh shit. Don't get me wrong, I wish the game had VoIP. I think it's silly it doesn't have VoIP, but I think another thing people overlook is Tarkov didn't have VoIP until like a fucking year ago. You know? So, but see, like looking down there, that looks good. Like just, I'm not upset with that. One thing I was curious about is, what is it the day before? You know what I mean? Oh god, I thought we were gonna crash again. I'm not gonna lie, it's very hard to tell directionality of like the further off shots. Like it just sounds like they're happening here. It may have been a mistake.
Danger zone. Collect as much valuable loot as possible and return to Whitman.
Oh, we got a player kill. I think I just killed another player back here. Shoot this fucking zombie in the head. You know, 2 hours, honestly, they need to change that. Make it a little more than 2 hours or something. Because depending on the game, 2 hours, nothing. This might be the only way. Right up here. Nope. Can't get through there. Yeah, because like, I don't know, man. Like I was saying earlier, I'm walking somewhere. I see 4 goddamn pallets stacked up beside the 8 pallets next to a wall. Like, what do you, like, my natural inclination is to fuck, and see, this is gonna kill us, but at least it'll get us out of here and we can play the game. But I don't necessarily know if you're supposed to be able to get on top of these roads like this. Like, I might be wrong and just have trolled myself into thinking we were stuck, but I don't think you're supposed to be up on these roads. Like, if that doesn't answer your question, I don't know what will. I definitely don't think we were supposed to be up there. Oh, well, I mean, it's early access, so like 99% early access games don't have content. That's why they just say they're early access. What they initially sold to people when it comes to like the idea of what the game was going to be, um, that's not what this is. It is an open world. This is a fairly decent sized map. That sounds close. Fairly decent sized map. But it's only 36 people per server. So MMO, I mean, if you look at the massive multiplayer category in Steam, you might be surprised what games they categorize as MMOs, but that's kind of what pissed people off. And then the main thing really is the price for kind of what you're getting. It is $40 is it's pretty high. It's pretty costly. But in my opinion, the game looks good. I didn't expect it to be as much as it is. They've already updated it 2 or 3 times since the release. Man, I mean, I think it looks good enough. I don't see anybody having an issue with the way it looks. Like, you might hear people be like, this is a $300 map that you can make with a $300 map kit from fucking UE5. So, if it plays good and looks good, this, that, the other, what the fuck do I care how much it costs to make? Ooh, this is one of the big boy zombies over here. Let's see what he can do. Well, that's actually a little disappointing. Oh, the players we killed, all that loot's gone. Like, one of the problems they have with the game, it's a server optimization thing, I would think. But like the player bodies, when you kill them, unless they changed it one of the recent patches, like you kill a player, it's fucking bodies vanishing within like, I swear it's like 30 seconds to a minute, and the character is no longer there. The character model's vanished. Okay, that one's a bit more delayed. Uh-oh. It's pretty empty right now. The player movement's not bad. It is 100% not worth $40. They need to wipe it because there was a really bad money exploit, like literally hours after it released. Like it was literally the exploit was as deep as like split a stack and then put the stack back in the stack, and you're fucking quadrupling your shit there. But it's one to definitely keep an eye on. Like if they keep up with it, which in my opinion I don't think this dev team or publisher, I don't know what Fnatic is necessarily. This is my first encounter with them. They can't just walk away from this. It's too big of a target on their back, and it's way too big of like a story right now, if that makes sense. So I'm hoping that'll at least force them to do something with it. I'm gonna probably refund it just in case they don't, but I am gonna keep it in my wish list to the map. I think this looks great. Like it feels like you're in a city because everything's so fucking big, you know what I mean? Like you're not even able to see the tops of most of the mountains, most of the buildings. Like it does feel like you're in a city. The map's fine. Like a lot of the water physics seems fine. Like some shit you can do out in the mud and stuff. Yeah, it's on UE5. I mean, it runs well enough. Like that little hitch there makes me think of players nearby, because I think there was an issue with the net code that when 2 players got within a certain distance of each other, there was just a little hitch. But the time, one thing I don't like is the audio, because I don't know if that's in that building. I don't know if he's in the road on the other side of the block over there. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't necessarily. Oh, here we go. Get fucked, kid. But another problem is Like this player's body already disappeared. You see what I mean? Like the dude I just killed who 100% had like more gear than us, you can still see his blood spot. His body vanished already. Like that shouldn't be that way. We literally killed the man, and before we could even walk up and loot him, his body was gone. So like stuff like that is kind of unacceptable. Like that, I understand. I play Hell Let Loose. They have like a fucking after 30 seconds, that body is gone. So I get it. I know why you do it. I know why it's done. But like in a looter shooter, at least do what Rust does and drop a fucking bag. Do what Mortal does and drop a fucking bag. Like, come on, man. That is the biggest issue in my opinion right now, is like, even if there aren't zombies, you can still get some like fun PvP. But like, what's the fucking point when I literally can't even reload before the dude's body fucking just vanishes? If I'd gotten that kill, we go over, loot that guy, and we're fucking juiced, I might not be refunding this shit, you know what I mean? But I go over, I reload, loot one thing, don't even take fucking 10 seconds to loot it, and drag and drop the 3 bullets over because we needed that ammo. Yeah, I hope they get the audio a little more like tightened up, and I would like it a lot better. I think what we just saw and witnessed there is very, very, very unacceptable in a looter shooter. I can't be fucking with them. There's no melee. No melee, the audio being a bit like fuck you when it comes to the shots, and then like the player bodies disappearing like that, or what bugged me. Like this just does not feel accurate at all to me. But yeah, I think it looks nice. The lighting's fun. Like, yeah, like I said, if we didn't just kill that dude and his fucking body disappear before we could walk 20 feet and loot him, I might have, yeah, if we got something juicy on him, that might have been the nail in the coffin to say, fuck it, we'll just keep it and see how things play out. Jump, you fucking asshole. Oh my God. Bro, how much stam does it take to jump in this fucking goddamn game? But yeah, like the fact that I can't hit this thing with my gun, like, that's just dumb, disheartening. Like, even if you don't have melee weapons, I have a fucking empty gun in my hand. I can't smack it with the buttstock, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so frustrating. It has potential. Like, it looks good, it feels well enough, plays well enough. It's just, there's a lot of just like dumb little, oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, for fucking, where's the cars? Let me jump on the cars. Oh, we're dead. We're dead. Fucking dead. Dead. Oog. Well, you know, people say there aren't any zombies. Well, there's, I turned around and he went, bitch. Like I was saying earlier, the game is getting, it doesn't need to get the shit it's getting. Yeah, is it what the fuck it says it was gonna be? No. Is it fully released? No. Could it still turn out to be, can I really not loot those? Can it still turn out to be what it was supposed to be? Sure. It's literally 3 days after early access release. Did it switch my shit again? Okay, I don't know why. Oh my fucking God. I don't know why it keeps doing this, but every time we join in and out of a fucking match, it changes it from borderless to windowed, and then when I switch it back, it changes to what was it, like 720 by fucking like 8. Oh, bitch. Oh, see, I think shit like, I think that's cool. Like the whole they can hide in the car and shit. Yeah, the third person aim like that for me feels inaccurate as fuck. But like this, the ADS like that feels good. I don't think it's a scam because you got a game to play. Is it the greatest game in the world? No. Does it have the most content? No. Is it perfect when it comes to this or that? No. But it's early access. Like no early access game releases like absolutely perfectly without any issues or flaws or anything like that. That's just not the way the world works. But I don't think it's a scam because this is substantially more than what I expected. So So I'm pleasantly surprised graphically, because after, like I said, after I saw Dead Matter, I mean, and like Dead Matter had fucking Kickstarters. Dead Matter took money from, not you all, but from you, from us, from the community, and then essentially fucked you in the face. Like, go look at that. Go look up Dead Matter and tell me that's not a fucking scam. That is the definition of a scam. And that, ooh, and that was $39.99 early access as well. This is, like I was saying again earlier, comparing this to what Dead Matter had or released, this is game of the year fucking material. Yeah, I just think they overestimated what they were capable of and they just under-delivered. But they just overpromised, under-delivered. If they wouldn't have put out that fucking press release, it's like, hey, don't call us a scam. It's not a scam. We're actually working, which they are. You know, I understand why they did it, but it's like, let your actions speak louder than your words. You know what I'm saying? Like, just release the game. And another thing I think would help is if they bit the fucking bullet and if they drop the fucking price tomorrow from 39 to 24, I guarantee you a lot more people would start giving this game a little bit less shit and start looking at it a little bit more favorably. This doesn't feel bad at all. Like, in a weird way, I kind of don't want to refund it. Shot her arm off. That's pretty cool. It's got dismemberment and shit, like head explosions. Oh, there's one in that car. Look at her hiding over here. Look, you see a little bitch ass? But like, people were complaining about the hit registration and stuff. I'm like, brother, have you played Hunt Showdown? Because that doesn't look that bad. Like, there's some shit I've done in Hunt. I've shot a motherfucker. You count to like 2. I'll be on the East Coast servers. Goddamn 43 ping. I'll shoot a dude in the head and you can count to 4 before the goddamn hit marker hits him. Even if it's $300 worth of assets, that's goddamn. I mean, let's be honest, man. If you're a dev company and you can spend $300, whether it's just for the assets, not talking about the labor or whatever, and get a map like this, bro, with fucking, that sounds like saving a whole hell of a lot of fucking money and time. So like, especially after playing Mortal so long, I'm kind of over like holding people, you know, buying assets and shit. I'm a bit over holding it against them.